touch it. And then the other one, you knock one down.
I knocked it down. Big hand.
Ooh. Big old pitch. Woo! Ew. Ew.
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and of course rain, and we're definitely going to get a heavy dose.
Who was it? Who? Get down. I want to get down. Hey, Daddy, you're sitting on my chips.
Am I really? No, I'm not.
Where's my chips then? Daddy, where's my chips?
I don't know, London. I don't know. I'm not putting on your chips, London. You got one chip right there. That's it.
Oh, I yeah, me. You want to play my game? Yes. Okay. But you're going to mess it up. No, it's only one people. Sorry.
Hi, Sticky.
It's
What you do today?
I did school.
You went to school, Legend?
Me too. Pee-pee potty.
You pee-pee on the potty?
And eat biscuits.
What?
A biscuit.
A biscuit?
It's a biscuit. Eat biscuits. What's the biscuits? Daddy.
What?
Let's just say biscuits.
Say it.
Biscuits. You said biscuits.
Yo!
Wow.
Gotta turn. How the fuck you turn the mic off on this PlayStation 5?
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and of course rain, and we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, passing play.
Okay, I see the start we're going to have here.
Screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Murray to give. This is Drake. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
On the carry.
A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. Throwing on second down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
A throw complete to Dorsett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Offensive pass interference? What the fuck? He tackled him. You see that shit?
Taking the big shot downfield. That one ends up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down, Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Wilson.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now it's Peterson. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On play action, it's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
7. Seahawks nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
10 yards. And it's third down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake, and he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.